That was Dominique Canique from the Singing Nun. At about 5 o'clock in the a.m. And this is the doctor sitting in for your favorite all-night man and mine, Moss Steiger. We sure miss him, don't we? What do we got here? Oh, yeah. Say, WKRPites, it's that lucky KRP Winnikeen portable radio time when yours truly, insert name here. I tell you what, babies, I'm just gonna level with you. We got about 50 of these 100-pound bodybuilder model portable radios, and you put them up on the shoulder, you wander into a crowd of people who have no interest in your musical taste. They'll part like the Red Sea, believe me. We're really looking to unload them quick, you know what I mean? So, anybody who recognizes at least 3 of the many obscene words in this next tune, give me a call and you could stagger out of here with one of those in your hand if you can carry it. And we're gonna stay right into the promised solid hour of the very solid late, great Otis Redding. And remember, I'm standing by.
Walter and Dan and Harry and Morley and Mike all looked up at me with their eyes bulging out like little baby pigs and pleaded, "Please, Mr. Nessman, please, Mr. Award winner, please don't come to New York and put us newsmen out of work."
Aha. What did you tell them?
Well, I never speak in my dreams, Jennifer. That's just how I am.
Of course you are.
Oh, yes, I'm the great pretender. Pretending that you're still around. Ooh. My need is such. I pretend too much. I'm lonely, but no one can tell. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Morning, lass.
Johnny, my space has been violated.
Congratulations, it's about time.
Oh, thank God.
Lass, where is the coffee pot?
I don't know. Somebody's taken my typewriter.
Hey, man, there's a whole lot of stuff missing.
Good golly.
Les, I hate to say this, but I think we have been robbed.
Somebody must have jimmied the lock.
Jimmy did. I think they took the whole door.
6 kind of meats, 7 kind of cheeses, and little tiny olives placed in the shape of the station call letters. Unlimited champagne, not too expensive. A bartender, and for class, a coat check girl in a very short skirt. Come on, tell the truth. Is that the perfect party or what?
Yeah. Who was there?
Was? No. This is what I'm planning for us this Friday night. The station, WKRP. I mean, we're inviting every ad agency in town.
Oh.
You know, I rented the banquet room downstairs. You approved this weeks ago. This Friday. Every ad man in the city will be there. Don't you remember?
Oh, yeah, of course I do.
You, son of a gun, you had me going. You know, old Herbie was completely fooled by your dumb act. That's great. Oh, that's a hoot.
It was pretty good, wasn't it? Good golly.
Oh, Mr. Carlson, I didn't want you to see your office like this.
It's a mess.
We've been robbed.
Oh, no. That's awful.
They hit the lobby, too. I don't know what else. I feel just terrible.
Yeah, so do I. I've never been robbed. I know. Oh!
They took my big boss 650 rod and reel. It's gone.
I'm afraid they took all of your hobby equipment, too.
What?
Your toys. Mr. Carlson, I think I better go call the police if we still have a phone left anywhere. I'm sorry.
Jennifer? Why would somebody do this to me? I never hurt them.
I know.
You know, I doubt if I even know them. Why, I don't think they even know me. Who knows? We could pass on the street without knowing, you know?
I think so. Okay, Les, give me your list.
Wonder why they didn't steal any of my awards.
I don't know, Les. Now, what was taken?
Here. The silver sow alone is invaluable. The fools.
Here's the list of the things that were stolen from the lobby in Mr. Carlson's office.
Wow, 2 pages?
Uh-huh. Now, Mr. Carlson is really pretty upset. He even ordered a burglar alarm system without clearing it with his mother. He wanted it installed today, but the best anybody could do was Friday.
No, I don't believe this. I had $300 in concert tickets.
300? You told me 200.
He told me 100.
The point is, they're gone.
Well, nothing missing in my desk here.
Yep, so I'm okay too.
Interesting. And neither of you allegedly heard anything last night either, did you?
Now, what does that mean, Les?
Just that it's interesting.
Come on, Les. Johnny's no thief. He's a bum. Venus wouldn't do it because he'd be the first person we'd suspect.
Very sensitive of you, Herb.
I know. And I also know that we ought to line these guys up and shoot them right between the eyes.
Wait a second, you think these people should be killed for a couple $100 worth of office equipment?
John, the point is we're not even safe in our own office. I'll tell you all something. I've been considering for my own peace of mind and buying a gun.
Nothing dangerous about that, is it?
Modern society as we know it is doomed to a painful and stinking death.
Bailey, the police are waiting for that list. Oh, and add the 50 giveaway radios. They're gone, too.
Oh, no.
This makes me sick. It's like I want to scrub everything before I touch it.
How about looking on the bright side of this, huh? Nobody was hurt. Johnny here could have been hit over the head or shot or worse. You know, he was here alone.
Sure. Hadn't thought about it that way.
All right, it's just been a break-in. They happen all the time. I mean, it's our turn. Now, what's the odds of that happening twice, huh?
Yeah. Now, the police suggest that we watch ourselves at home. The thieves walked out of here with our entire personnel file. They have our home addresses, the hours we work, and even our salaries. So, be careful, all right?
That settles it. This citizen's angry.
Everybody, I'd like to say a few words about that robbery. I know how each of you feels. I certainly feel the same way myself. It's frightening. Think somebody walked into our offices last night, yet we can't let this change the way we live. Things have got to get back to normal. That's why I'm asking each of you, including myself, to show up Friday night for Herb's advertising party or reception or whatever the heck it is. Oh, good God. Look, I don't want to go to that. I don't want to go to that thing any more than the rest of you do. Like my mother has said on numerous occasions, the least you can do is try to act normal.
Now, by throwing this switch, the system is fully activated.
The blue one.
No, the green one.
All right.
Now, we are tied into the police station through the phone lines, where an alarm goes off if anyone opens that door.
Hey.
See y'all at party tonight.
Oh, yeah, you bet. 8 o'clock, right?
Right.
I guess you know why I ordered this system, Jennifer.
Certainly not because you're surrendering to urban paranoia.
No.
And not because it's just a great big fun toy.
No?
You installed it because it's a reasonable response to an unreasonable situation.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Now, where were we?
Fully activated, I believe.
Okay. Here we go. And there we are again. See? Now, if anybody opens that door, an alarm sounds here and at the police station. And then help is on the way. Unless you call this number that I have written down right over here. See?
So this is what's going to keep out the bad people, huh?
Looks like a fun toy.
Well, it isn't. That happens to be an unreasonable response to a reasonable situation.
At 8:30, this is Venus on WKRP, providing the musical score to your life.
Sounds good, doesn't it?
I heard this gala was supposed to start at 8 o'clock. Look, if nobody's going to show, I'd like to get home. I'm worried about my family being there alone.
Why don't you let him go, Herb? Be a sport, huh?
Where's your name tag?
He ate it, I saw him.
You guys are having fun, aren't you?
Honestly, Herb, when it's 10 o'clock, I am gone.
You got something more important to do, huh?
I'm going to spend another sleepless night at my apartment sitting by the phone, listening to noises.
It's the same at my house, Bailey.
Can I go home too, Herb?
No, wait just a minute. Didn't you people pay attention the other day to the stirring words of the big guy? We were asked to act normal. I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to stay right here and try my darndest to do just that. And it's my guess that Travis will be right beside me. Right, Andy?
Get away from me, Herb.
Who's he?
It's nobody. Now, where were we?
Well, you were telling me how you first got interested in radio.
That's right.
Herb, your party was perverse.
Wait, John. Wait now, look, I promised them that a celebrity would be here.
Use less, okay? I want to go upstairs, get a couple hours sleep. I got to do the all-night shift again.
Look, John, wait a minute, wait. I tell you what, if you'll promise to stay just for a few more minutes, I'll tell you something that could save your life.
Sure.
Okay, now I know you're gonna be on the air all alone tonight. So today I bought a gun. What? It's in my desk if you need it. Top left drawer, and it's loaded. Have a nice time at the party. Welcome.
I'm with Brady and Silver.
Oh, well, I'm Herb Tarlick, Executive Sales Manager, WKRP, and you are,
Hilda. I run the mailroom at the agency.
Venus is here, my children. I was just thinking.
Me too.
If there's anybody out there and they have a loaded gun, and they see our gun.
Right, wait, we shouldn't unload ours, right?
You pick up a gun, you better be ready to use it.
Top drawer?
Right, you said left.
All of society will be crushed under the massive weight of man's basic disrespect for his fellow man.
Ergo the testament of John Donne, said not to know for whom the bell tolls, it tolls for thee.
What bell?
Excuse me, did you notice anything strange?
The kid with the round glasses.
Huh? No, I mean, no music. It's unlike Venus to mess up.
excuse me, big guy. I've got 2 real agency VIPs, and they want to talk to the man in charge.
Well.
Have you seen Andy? Did I say Andy? I meant Artie. May I call you Artie?
Don't point that thing, man. It scares. Well, you want to take it, fine. I didn't say that. Well, it's your turn, man. I took it in the bullhorn, Andy's office. Watch it.
One of us just turned pale.
Fever.
Man, when we started this, I didn't think we were going to find him. Venus, it's bad planning.
What's going on here? Why is that front door unlocked?
for?
The thieves are back and they're in your office.
We got him cornered.
Well, that settles it. There's 3 of us, including Johnny. We got the rod.
The rod?
Sure, rod, piece, gat, iron, heater, Trusco,
It's Andy, Venus. Put the gun down. Put the gun down.
What are you guys doing? Pulling the leg of the old program director here.
Sorry, Andy, man. Look, I told you not to play around with guns.
Almost shot it, man. Is that a real gun?
Yeah, it is.
It's not loaded.
Yes, it is.
God. You aimed that at me. At me.
Travis, I think that...
No DJ has ever pointed a gun at me before. Not at any station I've ever worked. Oh, sure. I mean, we've had some problems before, but...
Travis, who's in my office?
Oh, hi. Has the party moved up here?
Oh, well, woo, woo, woo.
Everybody meet Stella. She's right there.
Well, Andrew was just showing me his office. Hey, do all these people work for you?
Andy. Mr. Travis. I suggest that you have one of your employees get a record on the air. You may be forced to fire your program director.
I'm sorry, Andy, man. I wasn't going to shoot you. I was going to shoot... Damn. It's my fault, too, Trap.
We'll chat about this later, all right? I'll put the record on. It gives me a great excuse to leave the room.
Should I go with you or wait in your office?
I'm sorry, Mr. Carlson.
Then unload that thing, will you?
I know better than this, man. Well, I think we were both more affected by the robbery than we thought. Yeah, I got carried away, yeah.
Well, let's face it, I think we all did.
Not me. I've been expecting the downfall of modern society.
Well, I think you missed it, Les. It already happened.
That could be the case, Venus. However, I refuse to give up faith in my fellow man.
Well, here's where everybody's hiding. I really hope you're in the mood for a surprise.
Oh, well, I really don't think so, and I think I can speak for everybody.
Too bad. While you were all up here doing heaven knows what, downstairs at the party, somebody took off with all the coats and purses.
Oh, jeez. We've got nobody to blame but ourselves. Then on the other hand...
Do me a favor, buy this stuff wherever they sell it, okay? And it's almost 10 o'clock, Nessman News in just a minute. The doctor's out of here for the weekend. You have a good one, babies. And in the meantime, here's the monotones from 1958.
I wonder.
Paula, I'm back. Yeah, do me a favor. Say it to me one more time. Oh, that's a great surprise. It's not the surprise? Listen, it'll do, okay? Paula, you've made me very, very happy. Yeah, I gotta run now. Listen, thanks a lot and goodbye. And I love you, okay? And I love you, Mr. Phone. And I love you, Mr. Counsel. And even KRP right now. I love Cincinnati. I love life.
Got another girl in trouble, John?
Not really, Les. My ex-wife is getting married.
Which one?
Number one. You remember my daughter, Lori? Her mom. After 12 years, I am free at last.
I thought you were already divorced.
Well, we are. I'm talking about alimony, Les.
But my first wife doesn't gouge out of my paycheck. My second wife scrapes off. I live on the residue.
Well, John, if you just must dance, you have to pay the piper.
Yeah, but she's getting remarried.
To whom?
I don't know. Maybe she caught Darth Vader in a vulnerable moment. Doesn't make any difference. Mr. and Mrs. Hitler? Fine. Yeah, I'm out of here, man. I said no to a vacation, and now I got the money.
Are you sure she's getting married?
Les, she just told me she was.
I don't know this woman personally, John, but from what you've told me in the past, coupled with my intuitive newsman's instincts, I think she's gone completely insane.
Les.
Or perhaps you've already driven her mad and she's planning on killing someone.
If she was gonna kill someone, she'd start with me.
Precisely. It could be a setup. Remember where you heard it first, John.
Nessman, I'm not buying into your paranoid theories, okay? I'm gonna go talk to Carlson.
Be careful, John.
What?
It's a long walk from here to Carlson's office. A lot of things can happen.
Hey, Bailey, I'm sorry you startled me. How's your cold?
Oh, a little better.
Uh-huh. Where are you going on vacation?
Well, I'm not sure. Why?
Well, if you play your cards right, it could be a vacation for two.
What are you suggesting, Fever?
I am suggesting palm trees swaying in the offshore trade wind. The hue and cry of exotic birds wheeling across an azure sky. I'm suggesting bronzed, supple flesh, pungent odors, sensuous rhythms in a tropical paradise. In short, Adam and Eve on excursion rates.
Alone? Together?
Hopefully.
Separate bedrooms?
Details. We can work this out.
Where?
Jamaica, island of homegrown fun.
Well, this is all so sudden, I'll have to think about it.
Act now, don't delay, offer limited.
Am I paying for this?
Details.
Well, when will you be back?
Well, I don't know, but it won't be long. You know I take my work seriously.
Well, I got plans too, man. You gave me no notice.
Well, I'm sorry, but it's a matter of life and death.
Jeez, I suppose I can cancel, man, but what am I supposed to do until 4?
Yes, you just relax and pretend you know what you're doing. Believe me, no one will know the difference.
Wait a minute.
Jennifer, is Carlson busy?
Busy? He's with Herb.
Travis, I need your help with Carlson.
Johnny, talk to Venus. I gotta go.
Where are you going?
Well, it's a long story involving a promo rep who's having some trouble. Look, I'm late already. I'll explain later. Goodbye.
If you're not back in 4 hours, I'm going all Christmas music. Think about it. I mean it.
Promo rep?
Apparently, she's new in town and new on the job and very nervous. At least that's what Andy said.
I suppose she's young.
Uh-huh.
Good looking.
Uh-huh. Andy said he thought if he could help her to relax and feel better, it would score points for the station.
Listen, Trap, I need your help, man. I told Carlson last week I didn't want a vacation. Now I want one starting Monday.
I can't lend you any money, John.
I've got the money. I need the vacation. Now, are you going to back me up on this against Carlson?
Where were you when Chicago Watson Selma was going down, huh?
Trap! I wanted to be there, man. I couldn't get connecting flights.
You make money, I make money, and no one knows the difference.
AC, you got a minute?
Sure.
Sorry to bother you. I know I told you last week that I couldn't afford a vacation, and you graciously agreed, and I appreciate your concern for my continued well-being, and with that in mind, I'd like to leave Monday, if it's okay with you.
You know, I think this is a matter that you probably ought to take up with Travis.
Travis isn't here.
Where is he?
Out of the station on business.
Business? Well, what if some major decision has to be made? What then?
On target, big guy. Yeah, what then?
Hey, see, when Travis is gone, I'm acting PD.
Oh, right, good. Okay, what do you think, Venus?
Well, I thought this thing through thoroughly. Hey, who's kidding who? I've lost a lot of sleep over it. Fever here hasn't had a vacation in 5 years. I think he should take it.
Okay, that's a good decision.
I agree. All right. Go ahead, Fever. Take off. It's okay with us.
Yeah, I gotta make travel plans and fast.
Oh, wait, John. Who's your travel agent?
Travel agent, Tarlik? I don't need one.
Come on. Get in the 80s. Everyone needs a travel agent. Look, think 7 words. No, think 9 words. Jimmy the Gent Tartagliano's Bon Voyage House of Travel.
I don't know, Herb.
It's a trade-out, John. You're going to save 30%. Ha! Who am I kidding? 40% over booking it yourself.
40%?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do it.
All right. How, when, and where?
Monday, Jamaica, lodestone of the Caribbean.
Oh, geez, John. It's Friday. I don't know. I'll do the best I can, but you better give me a backup.
Second choice, anything that's south of here and sounds exotic, isolated, and untouched.
Consider it done.
Okay, and Herb,
yeah,
you better make it 2 tickets, okay?
2 tickets, check.
I'll get that replacement. I think Andy's got a list in his office.
Thanks a lot, man. Hey, Mr. Carlson, I know this is really short notice. Thanks.
Sure.
John, there's a Mr. Buddy Gravers here to see you.
Jenny?
Jennifer.
Jennifer. Johnny.
Buddy.
Johnny.
Buddy. Buddy, Arthur, Buddy.
Buddy? Artie. Oh. Well, what brought you here? My Learjet. I'm a charter pilot. Have my own company. His own company? Many planes, large and small. Okay, what can we do for you? Get to know me. Huh? Get to know me. Look, I was flying a client in, and Paula decided to surprise you and fly in with me.
Paula?
Your ex, my bride-to-be.
Buddy.
Well, I guess you two have got a lot to, talk about.
Yeah. I've certainly got a lot of work to do today. So I'll be in my office if you need me, John.
Swell guy.
Well, welcome to WKRP.
Thanks, John.
Sit down. Can I get you a drink? I know I could use one.
Oh, maybe later, perhaps. She's told me a lot about you, John.
Where is Paula, anyway?
Paula who? Humor. I was doing some business with a company. She got tired of waiting, so I gave her a charge card and sent her forth. I was supposed to meet her in an hour. Right here. Where the heck is she?
Surprise, Paula's late.
Actually, I'm early.
Yeah. Well, what do you want to do? You want to take a little tour of the station?
What I'd like to do is take a tour of that receptionist,
Jennifer?
Is that twin engine on the firing line or what?
Well, not exactly.
Hey, okay, I get it. Signs out, hands off, no touchy, no looky.
Yeah, it's just that
Don't explain! We're both men of the world. We can't help it if these beautiful women keep throwing themselves at us, huh?
Well, no, it's just if you're gonna marry a woman like Paula.
You straighten up and fly right. Listen, I may be stupid, but I'm no amateur. And I've been married before. Of course, those two didn't work longer than 6 months. This is different.
I'm glad to hear you say that.
John, I love Paula very much. I know she's crazy about me. No offense.
No.
I know that I'm one heck of a lucky guy. Let's go buzz that blonde.
Well, buddy.
Hey, there's no harm in looking. Hey, come on. Old habits die hard.
Yeah, they do.
Hey, baby.
Hi, darling.
Googie.
Hi, Paula.
Hi, John. Surprised?
Stunned.
Hey, I missed you, baby.
Oh, you got here early.
Right, I was going through the pre-flight, and I said, what the heck, this baby was going to fly anyway, so I just dropped my gear and came on in.
I'm sorry if I'm late.
You're not late.
Oh, well, I just hoped you weren't bored.
No.
I think Buddy has a good time wherever he is.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. How's Laurie?
Oh, fine. She's still in school.
She told me that in the last letter.
She did?
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago. I have it at home.
Oh, nice.
Excuse me.
Hey, little lady, don't you be in a hurry to get out of here. Just a second. Paula, did you know that Jennifer and John were sweethearts?
No.
I'm afraid there's been some mistake.
Oh, not if you haven't married him yet.
Gotcha.
Some lunch?
Well, I'm hungry. Why don't the four of us go chow down someplace together? Get to know me better.
I'm afraid chowing down would be quite impossible.
Hey, look, we're only going to be in town for the day. You two have got a lot to talk about, I know. John and I are hitting it off real great. Let's get acquainted. Who knows, maybe this time next year we'll jump into one of my planes, sky off to Niagara Falls for a little vacation. Let's get it started.
Johnny.
Please, darling, it'll be fun.
It really does sound intriguing, but I'm afraid I can't leave my desk.
Oh, I'll cover for you.
Thank you, Bailey.
Settled. Let's go, ladies.
Johnny, I was thinking, is your offer still on for Jamaica?
I wish we were in the air right now.
Her too? You sly sucker!
Well, here we are.
Yeah, I always felt the same way.
This is your favorite restaurant?
Yeah. They do their really big business at night.
Oh, yeah.
Should we just sit?
Sure. How about here?
Looks like a table to me.
Aren't we lucky? There's a chair for each of us.
I think they're closed.
Kind of makes us guilty of breaking and entering, John. Breaking. Four chairs.
So, you two are getting married.
Oh, bet your booty.
I think it's great because the worst thing about not being married is the loneliness. Yeah. Right, Jennifer?
Loneliness? Yes, it's the loneliness.
You're lonely?
Well, I'm with her most of the time.
Yes, I'm lonely.
What about kids? You think about having kids?
Oh.
It's okay, we're customers. You must be Abdul's wife. I'm Johnny. I come here often. Johnny, I come here often at night. Abdul speaks fluent English. I guess he's not here in the daytime. Why don't we start with something special? Champagne?
Good. Sounds good.
Fine.
Cold champagne. Cold champagne.
Oh! Man speaks a language.
Well, where were we?
We were talking about you and Jennifer.
Yeah.
Let's talk about you and Buddy. How did you meet? I'm curious about that.
Well, actually, we met in a supermarket. Funny thing, we were reaching for the same bag of Oreo cookies. I know you get a kick out of that because she said you could never get into bed without your bag of Oreo cookies.
Does he still do that?
Yeah.
Why, yes, he does. You know, I think I better get back to the station.
Does he still do that me Tarzan, you Jane routine?
You wore costumes?
Well, I lost my loincloth years ago. And I guess you should be getting back.
Why?
Our monkey's been ill.
Oh.
Have a nice lunch. I'll see you later.
Here. Thanks a lot, sweetheart.
You're a heck of a lucky guy, John.
Oh, I think you're the lucky guy here, buddy. Right, Paula?
Hey, let's face it, all four of us are lucky.
Yeah.
Look, let's the four of us later go on out and paint Cincinnati red. Come on, we'll burn this town to the ground. They'll never know what hit them.
Honey, before we make any plans, I just have one request.
Well, sure, Shuggy.
Well, I'd like a few moments alone with Johnny.
Well, sure, baby. I'll see you back at the hotel.
Okay.
You take...
Thanks, lover.
John.
Buddy.
You crazy. Come here. Hey, you. Looking forward to spending a lot more time with you next time, bud. Hey, and Say goodbye to Jennifer for me. And listen, you have a nice time in Jamaica. You slice.
Buddy. Good luck, buddy.
Well, gee, I don't know what to say, Paul. I mean, he is one hell of a guy.
Yes, he is. Jennifer seems nice. Is it serious?
No.
Why bring her along then?
Well, I just thought you might enjoy meeting some people I hardly know. I'm basically lonely. Being single is tough.
You're telling me.
Sorry. Well, they left just in time. More for us. Here's that champagne. There'll just be the two of us. Just two.
Special.
Thank you. Well, here's to you. And here's to Buddy. And here's to marriage.
Why are you pitching this marriage so hard? You really like him?
Buddy? He's great.
Oh, you wouldn't care if I were marrying Hitler, would you? Come on. You want to get out of the alimony.
How can you say that?
Tell the truth.
I am telling the truth.
Now, he's been married before.
Great. It seems to agree with
He
him.
looks at other women.
Well, everybody does.
Well, he's killed some people.
How many?
You can't be straight with me, can you?
No, it takes too much practice.
You're jealous, aren't you?
Jealous of Buddy?
Yes. So I can see it in your face. He's made something of himself. He built that charter service from scratch. He loves me. He loves Lori. He wants to marry me. Admit it. It bothers you.
That's not what bothers me about Buddy.
What does?
Well, he's goofy.
He's goofy. You got some nerve. After 12 years of being a responsible single parent, I need a lot of goofy. And he makes me laugh.
Look, Paul, I like the guy. I don't know if it'll work or not. You're the one who's taken the chance. I just don't want to see you make the same mistake with him that you made with me.
You don't like him, do you?
I'm not talking about Buddy. I'm talking about you. What you want, what you deserve. Paula, you're an incredible, extraordinary woman. You got a great mind and great legs. Well, I don't think you should marry somebody just because they want to marry you.
Maybe you're right.
Yeah, I am right.
Maybe we should just live together.
Well, maybe you should. See how it goes.
You'd still have to pay alimony.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, I'm seriously confused.
Yeah, I am too, Cookie. I don't know what you want. I'm trying to give you the straightest advice I can.
I don't want advice from you.
Well, what do you want?
Well, I'll tell you what I don't want. I don't want to see my former husband drooling over the prospect of my remarrying.
Why didn't you just say so?
Well, I didn't know it until now. And I guess I'd like you to feel a little sad.
I am a little sad.
He's great in bed.
I said I'm sad.
I am too.
So here we are, sad in Cincinnati.
Well, I wanted you and Buddy to meet. And I needed to know it was over between us.
It's over.
I know.
Glad we saw each other. Walk you back to the hotel?
No. Finish your champagne. But I better go. Buddy gets a little goofy if he's left alone for a while.
I'll bet.
Johnny, I am going to marry him.
Congratulations. You gotta hang out for a couple of days, have a little fling before you tie the knot.
Oh, that's perfect. Thank you for that. Goodbye.
Thank you.
For what?
For Lori. You did raise our daughter yourself. I wasn't there. I chose not to be there. You did the job of two people, and you did it very well. I'm proud of her, and I'm really proud of you. Do you? Oh.
Tell you what, sweetheart, why don't you bring me another one of these? Make it a double.
Tarlick, if this is your idea of a second choice, prepare to die.
Oh, are these the tickets?
Yes and no.
Oh, Johnny. Oh, if this is your idea of a dream vacation for two, you are a very silly boy.
Bailey, it's not too late. We can change the tickets. We can go somewhere else.
Well, you certainly can, but for me, I'm going home to my folks.
Well, what am I supposed to do with the extra ticket?
Ooh, Nebraska. I'd love to go to Omaha. It's one of our nation's leading pork packing centers. The terrain there is so level, so flat, so relaxing. I've often fantasized about going there. It would be like a dream come true. Oh, take me, John, take me.
Mr. Carlson?
Yes.
There's someone here to see you.
Not today.
Oh, he's been here quite a while.
Well, no one should have to wait. Send him away.
He's written you 2 letters.
I don't read my mail.
He seems rather nice.
We're all nice, Jennifer.
I would like you to see him.
Okay. Gee, it never stops.
Dr. Heliers, this is Mr. Carlson.
Thank you. Mr. Carlson?
Doctor, is it?
Yes. Thank you for seeing me. I know how busy you must be.
Oh, gosh, yeah, it just never stops here. Let me pull up a chair for you.
Oh, that's all right. I'll just sit over here.
Oh, fine, fine. Well, what is it that I can do for you, Doctor?
Well, I hope you've had a chance to read my letters.
Oh, yes. Medical things, medical stuff.
No, I'm a doctor of divinity, a preacher.
Really? Oh, of course. Yeah, the medical people were in here yesterday.
Well, if you read my letters, perhaps you know that I am the head of the Tri-Faith Broadcasting Advisory Committee here in Cincinnati.
Oh, yeah, that Tri-Faith Broadcasting thing there, yeah.
Well, in that case, you may have heard that we have formed a media task force called CURB, C-U-R-B.
CURB?
It stands for Clean Up Radio Broadcasting.
Clean Up Radio Broadcasting.
Yes, and you're the very first station we're contacting in the Cincinnati area.
Oh, that's great.
What's that?
My heart, I think.
Mr. Carlson, what we at CURB would like to do is to work with your station by helping you in any way that we can in bringing wholesome, life-affirming programming to what are, in fact, the public airwaves.
Yes. Well, we'll take all the help we can get. I mean, we're just a little bitty station.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. Why, 2 of your DJs, a Dr. Fever and a Mr. Flytrap, I believe, have a very strong following.
Say, you seem to know quite a little bit about our station.
I sure do. We've asked our membership, 3,000 Christians in Cincinnati alone, to monitor your broadcasts. Do you mind if I bring up something that we've noticed about your station?
Oh, not at all, no.
Well, here's a list of records that have played on your station recently. Now, all of them contain sexually suggestive, if not obscene, lyrics.
Really?
Well, you can see for yourself. The offensive words are typed off on the side here.
Oh, my. I didn't know. Oh, good. Of course, you see, I don't listen to the station too often. To tell the truth, you know,
Really?
I don't care for rock and roll too much.
Neither do I.
Yes, sir.
I'd appreciate it if you called me Bob.
Okay, Bob. And I'm Arthur.
Well, Arthur, what do you think about this?
I think this is bad. Frankly, I'm shocked. I should talk to my employees about this.
Do you think you can get them to stop playing these records?
You mean just stop them altogether?
Yes.
Oh, well, I suppose I should.
Praise the Lord.
What?
I said, praise the Lord. Oh. I think I found myself another Christian here today.
Oh, yes, yeah. Yes, I am. Well, I mean, I try to be. Of course, sometimes I don't do quite as well as I should, but fortunately, blessed are those who are weak in spirit.
And blessed are those who are righteous in his name.
Oh, yeah, righteous and weak. You sure came to the right guy.
So remember, when you're looking for the live bait fish love most, look for red wigglers.
Red wigglers.
I've seen it.
Would you shut that thing off, Tom?
Oh, yeah, sure. So, Mr. Carlson, what do you got in mind?
Well, I'm just going to ask you fellas not to play those songs anymore.
Yeah, well, you realize, of course, that some of these songs are the biggest hits of the year. And some of them are rock and roll classics.
I know that, but I still say these lyrics are dirty.
No offense, AC, but beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Well, this eye has beheld this, and I don't see anything there that's beautiful.
Half the time you can't even hear the lyrics.
Well, these people, these curb monitors, they figured out the lyrics.
They sure did. Why, I can see him now, huddled there in the corner of the church late at night, just playing every record slower and slower. Then suddenly, there's a naughty word.
This means that you're not going to cooperate with me on this, huh?
No, it means I'm not going to cooperate with Curb on this.
Venus?
Well, Mr. Carlson, I think about the lyrics sometime.
Come on, man.
Well, man, you've seen the list. I mean, they don't even have the choice ones. They're a lot more worse than that.
May I say something here?
Sure.
All my life, I have seen these kind of people at work. My aunt and uncle were like this, and I'm here to tell you, I have never seen a group of people who were so sure they were right about everything and so sure everybody else was wrong.
Yeah, listen, Dr. Bob Hollier isn't like that.
Yeah, well, maybe, but that man did not come in here and say, we don't like this music, so we're not going to listen to your station anymore. What he said was, we don't like this music. We don't want other people to listen to it anymore. Huh? There's a difference there. I call that censorship.
I knew somebody was going to use that word.
What else would you call it?
This is a portion of the public expressing themselves. What are we supposed to do, ignore it?
We already censor ourselves.
Well, we can't be doing a good job because we're playing those records.
I thought these people were going after TV. Why don't they go after TV and leave us alone?
Probably because they want to practice on a couple of guppies before they go after the whale.
What are you going to do about the list?
I'm just going to ask you fellas not to play those songs anymore.
Just like that?
Yeah, I guess so. Just like that. Thanks, fellas.
Mr. Carlson?
Yeah?
What happens if we play some other song these people decide they don't like?
Well, I don't know.
I do. We'll get a new list. And after that, another one. And after that, another one. And after that, another one.
Jennifer, some of the employees have stopped speaking to me. Now, normally, that'd be playing right into my hands. The past few days, I've perceived a sense of disapproval, if not outright loathing. What'd you tell them to knock it off?
Oh, Mr. Carlson, I'm sorry. It's all my fault. I never should have let Dr. Bob Halliers in here.
What was I supposed to do? Say no? I mean, he had us dead to rights. I find some of those records offensive myself.
I think there's a larger question here.
What's that?
I think maybe this has something to do with it. It's another letter from Curb, as predicted.
Yeah, what does that say?
Let's see. Ah, it's a letter of commendation.
Yeah?
You're Curb's Broadcasting Executive of the Month.
Really?
Oh, and here's another list of records. Curb's Top 40 Hit List. I suppose that's a play on words.
Yeah, but what about all the sex on TV, huh?
What sex? I mean, every night I go home and just sit there waiting on it. All I ever see are car crashes.
I was visiting my sister over the holidays. She's got 2 little girls, 5 and 9. I saw them sitting in front of a television set at 8 o'clock watching adults argue about abortion. Now, is that right?
Well, they talk about the same subject on the 6 o'clock news. Besides, I think kids are a lot smarter than we give them credit for.
No, they're not. When I was a kid, I didn't know anything.
I know you're all probably wondering what I think about this Curb business.
It's been driving us crazy, Les.
Yes, well, in a situation like this, I always ask myself, what would my hero, Edward R. Murrow, think? And I think that Ed would think that this was censorship. Then I think about what my other hero, General George Patton, would think. And I think that George would think that radio and television ought to be cleaned up. Bet if he were alive today, he'd take 2 armored cavalry divisions into Hollywood and knock all those liberal pinheads into the Pacific. So as you can see, I'm a very confused man. And when I get confused, I watch TV. Television is never confusing. It's all so simple somehow.
Andy, I guess you guys were right. Here's another Curb list.
Well, must be some mistake here. There's songs on this list that we haven't even played yet.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of a list in general.
No, it's kind of censorship before the fact.
I guess you could say that.
Well, this is where we get off Dr. Bob's train. Come on, we've got to. We cannot let him program this station. Now, can we?
No.
Good. Why don't you let me go talk with him?
No. No, I'll go talk with him. Still the station manager.
Knock those liberal pinheads in the river, Mr. Carlson.
Wrong hero, Les.
Oh.
Hello, Arthur. How are you?
I'm fine, Bob.
Have a seat.
Thank you. Well, got your new list.
As long as they keep making records like that, we have to keep coming up with new lists.
Yeah. I have something I'd like to say. You know, as a private businessman, I feel a little foolish taking orders from a religious group. To me, it seems, well, un-American somehow.
I understand that, Arthur.
You do?
Well, sure I do. But I think this is really democracy in action. Now, the people I represent deserve the right to speak out, don't they?
Oh, yeah, sure. But I don't think that, one small group of people should have so much power that they can dictate what's on radio or television.
But a small group of people already dictates what gets on the airwaves. Well, you and your program director decide what records to play. That's just 2 men. And on the television networks, Arthur, a group of people I can count on my fingers decide what type of shows get on the air. And that's for the whole country. Is that right?
Well,
See, I agree with you. I don't think that a small group should decide for everybody. And that's what we're fighting here.
Well, I see what you're saying, but, boy, that's a confusing question.
It's really very simple, Arthur. Now, if somebody has the right to make a picture, let's say, about some unspeakable bloody horror, which they do make, and just to make money, then I should have the right to say, I don't like that kind of movie. And if they have the right to put that movie in my local theater, well, I should have the right to try and get it out of my local theater.
How are you going to do that?
Well, very reluctantly, we would use the one tool that seems to get any action. Economic boycott.
Oh. Well, what would you do to us if we played some of those songs on that list?
Well, we'd have no choice but to go to your advertisers. But, Arthur, why play any of those records? They're all obscene.
I had one of my disc jockeys, Dr. Johnny Fever, gave me the lyrics to a song. He wants to know if you'd let him play that song on the air.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, above us only sky. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine no possessions. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. That sounds like communism to me. If there's no heaven, no religion, and I assume no God.
There's not an obscene word in here.
Not the way I see it.
Let's go on your list.
Arthur, this is typical of the kind of secular, liberal, humanist point of view that gluts our airwaves.
Yeah, but we're not talking obscenities here anymore, Bob. We're talking about ideas, political and philosophical ideas. First you censor a word, and then you censor the ideas.
But the idea is man-centered, not God-centered. Man is an animal. The Bible tells us to put our reliance in God, not in our fellow mortals. Arthur, this song says there's no heaven.
Ah, no, it says just imagine there's no heaven.
That's blasphemy.
On the list or not?
I have no choice but to say on.
That decision was made by one man.
But Arthur, if you could only see.
Oh, Bob, I'm sorry, but so long.
All right. And what do we replace it with?
Well, where the commercial was, drop in the American Heart Association spot.
Oh, but then we'd be coming out of a lung association spot and going directly into a heart association spot.
Oh, well, maybe we could separate them with a forest fire.
Okay.
Big guy, Crispy Treat Pizzeria just canceled everything.
Didn't you go down and talk to him personally?
For an hour and on my knees, and I gotta say, it's not the cleanest place in the world down there either. Now, I'm really scared, big guy. I mean, we're losing everything.
Well, what reasons did they give?
He said there was no reasons, but you know better than that.
Mr. Carlson, Harvey Green is here to see you.
Harvey? We'll send him in.
Wait, you're not gonna see him. Don't because he'll just cancel his business.
Bailey, will you excuse me, please?
Oh, sure. Hello, Mr. Green.
Hello, Miss Bailey.
How's the worm business?
The same. Always the same.
Well, good.
Well, how you doing, Harvey? How's everything down there at Red Wiggler? Can't talk now. Let's just say everything's fine. Leave it at that. So long.
How are you, Harvey?
Arthur, a minister came to see me.
Dr. Bob Hollier, huh?
Yeah. How did you get in trouble with a fellow like that?
No, that's a long story.
He says you're not doing right, Arthur. He says you play songs that are bad for the kids.
I know.
Of course, that's what they used to say about the music when we were kids. Remember the jitterbug? Remember the jitterbug was going to turn us all into drug fiends? Huh?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. But Arthur, this fella came with a couple of other ministers. They said they represented thousands of people, and that every one of those people would tell other people not to buy my Red Wigglers, and so on and so forth. You see, Arthur, I'm trying to sell the business. My sons don't want to come in. They don't think worms are interesting enough. They want to pursue careers in modern dance. Both of them. How's that for luck?
Harvey, how about a cup of coffee?
No, thanks, Arthur. Arthur, I'm sorry, but I don't think I can stand a boycott of my product right now.
I understand.
I mean, with the way the economy is and everything, I can't even get a loan. And a lot of religious people fish.
Oh, my God, I know. And there's no sense in all of us going down the drain.
You lost a lot of business, Arthur?
No, I'm doing all right. You know what I think?
What?
I think you made a wise business decision. You know, people who listen to rock and roll, they don't buy a lot of worms.
Yeah. You know, Arthur, maybe it's God's way of trying to tell us something. You told me once you didn't like the radio business too much. And I'm certainly getting tired of the worm business, so why don't we let Dr. Bob, go ahead and put us out of business? And the two of us can move to Florida and starve to death.
Thanks a lot, Harvey. You don't mind if I think about that, do you?
Give it some thought. Everybody's doing it.
Yeah, I know.
Arthur, I'm sorry. I feel like a coward. And I am ashamed.
Well, don't be.
Oh. Hello, Mr. Travis.
How you doing, Harvey?
Goodbye, Mr. Travis. Arthur, forgive me.
Red Wigglers, too.
Yeah. Red Wigglers, too.
All right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to get every radio station in Cincinnati together, and we're going to fight this guy. Now, we either hang together or we're going to hang separately. We're going to go to the press. We're going to go to our listeners, the people who really support us, not a bunch of religious nuts.
Andy, they are not nuts.
What did we do? Did we build up this business so it can get cut down just like that? Is that what all that hard work was for? What are you doing?
Playing computer baseball.
Why?
Because, Andy, recently this is one of the few joys I've had in life.
Mr. Carlson?
Huh?
Would you want to see Dr. Bob Halliers?
He's got his nerve in coming here. You tell him to go to hell.
Andy, now that man is a man of God, and I'm not going to have you talking like this. Send him in, John.
You like this guy.
Thank you. Hello, Arthur.
Bob. Andy, this is Dr. Hollier.
Hi.
Andy's my program director.
Yeah, that's right. I'm the program director. My job is to program the music I think our listeners would like to hear. If I'm wrong, our ratings go down and I get fired. It's called the free enterprise system, and it works pretty well.
Well, some people don't like the records you program. They fight back. It's called a democracy, and it works pretty well.
It's called censorship. And you could call it a rose if you like, but it still stinks.
Andy, please.
Arthur, I'm truly sorry that we ended up on opposite sides of this.
Well, thank you, Bob. But you know, aside from stirring a whole lot of people up and making an old man feel like a coward, I'll be darned if I can figure out anything else that's been accomplished by all this.
Well, a lot could be accomplished, Arthur. If you'd come on over to God's side.
I'm not sure that giving up my freedom of decision is God's side.
Well, that's a matter of opinion.
Yeah. And I don't want to argue the point any further. But I would like to express one other thought that occurs to me.
Surely.
Bob, watch out for those broadcasters that cave in to your pressure. Because principle's not going to mean a darn thing to them. All they're going to be doing is saving their swimming pools. Oh, they'll be the first ones to come and sit at your table. But I think the good ones are going to be the ones that are willing to take a loss and put up a fight.
Well, then I'll have to learn to love my enemies, Arthur, like the good book says.
I hope so. Because I don't think you're going to be able to trust your friends.
Goodbye, Arthur.
I suppose in the meantime you're going to lose money for a principal?
Hey, Travis. When it comes to losing advertising clients, these bozos don't know who they're up against.
I'm going to fight him tooth and nail.
I know you are.
If all else fails, I might even set Les Nessman on him.
Boy, that could signal the end of organized religion as we know it.
Oh, thank you, Bailey. I have other plans.
Oh, plans, you say? Well, I think you'll change your mind when I tell you that I happen to have a 2-for-1 coupon at Bounty Burger.
Oh, that does sound wonderful.
But what do you have to beat it?
Haute cuisine from La Maisonette. Andrea's having it catered in.
Oh, well, what the heck. I guess I'll have to slam down 2 half-pounders myself.
WKRP. Mr. Carlson? He's in a strategy conference. No, he didn't say that's part of the strategy. Thank you.
May I help you?
Oh, I'm... Jennifer?
Joyce!
Oh! Why, you certainly aren't the same girl who stumbled in here from Rockpile, West Virginia.
Rock throw.
Oh, wherever. Boy, look at you now.
Well, how are you? Where have you been? What have you been doing?
Oh, well, first of all, I'm still in broadcasting, but I'm not a receptionist anymore.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I'm an account executive for a rep firm.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And I moved to Cleveland.
Oh, that's nice.
Diggity dog, diggity boom, what you do to me, boom. Have I got a deal for you, Jenny Pooh?
Hi, little guy.
Joyce. Joyce!
Hello, Herb.
Oh, listen. Ixnay on the little guy stuff, you know.
Little guy? Ooh, gee, I don't know, Herb. I think it kind of suits you.
So, Joyce. Back for one more desperate try at my job, huh?
No, sorry, I got some other poor loser's job.
Well, what the heck? Congrats. You see, the system works.
Jennifer, hi there. Could you give me a hand with this? Good gravy. Is that Joyce Armour I see? The best little receptionist I ever had? Not the first best. Not second best either. I mean, she was the first, but not the first
Easy,
best.
Mr. Carlson, you'll hurt yourself.
Do you want me to help you untangle that?
Oh, no, I can do that.
No, that's okay, Jennifer. Thanks a lot. Joyce, huh?
It's so good to see you after all this time, and Jennifer, and the little guy, and...
Little guy? I'd forgotten all about that big guy, little guy.
If anybody wants me, I'll be at lunch.
Roger, LG.
Here you go, Jennifer.
Oh, what do you want me to do with these?
File the complaints about Johnny. And, you better call the police about the bomb threat.
Same old office, same old desk.
Yeah, the same old fish on the walls. I haven't hauled in a big one since...
Florida Keys.
Yeah, I'm going down there again next week.
Gee,
Boy, it's good to see... You always did know what I was going to say before I did.
Do you still try to dictate your memos, or does Jennifer type them up from longhand?
Oh, well, we really haven't gotten around to that yet.
How's Carmen?
Huh? Oh, Carmen. Oh, excuse me. Carmen is great. And she's a little busy now with the new baby and all.
The baby? Oh, I didn't know. That's wonderful.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got a picture here.
No, that's okay. I'll see it later.
Oh, Take my word for it, she's a beauty. She's a year old now. Her name's Melanie.
Well, why don't I look at all the baby pictures over lunch at Emilio's?
Oh, gosh, I got another luncheon appointment in half an hour.
Oh.
Emilio's?
Yeah.
Boy, I haven't eaten there in ages. To tell the truth, I've really been looking for an excuse to get out of this luncheon. It's with the Liver Advisory Board. Well, what am I going to tell them?
Why don't you tell him you're all tied up?
That's a great idea. Could you poke up the number? I'll give it to you.
We both want Oklahoma and give the spread. Oklahoma? Why a Chinese bookie, John?
He takes slow pay, gives good egg roll. All right, that was the Greg Ken Band. It's 12:47. This is the doctor. I'm sitting in today for Rex Earhart, Cincinnati's airhead of the airwaves. Rex will be back tomorrow. Don't ask me why, but if you think that you got all the answers, just remember way back in 1967 when Arthur Conley asked the question.
Do you like good music?
Okay, Wing.
Wing?
Yeah, I just ordered some chicken for Johnny and me.
Uh-huh. What kind of odds is the chicken giving?
Oh, what is it? You think we're gambling here, right? Another merry mix-up.
Do you guys remember what I said I was going to do the last time you pulled this?
I called the police. They're on their way.
Oh, thank you, Jim.
The police?
Little harsh, Travis.
No, it's not about that. It's about the bomb threat.
Excuse me?
Bomb threat.
Excuse me.
Come on, now wait a minute, you guys. Now, you know what happens when a station gets a little more popular?
We all get raises?
No, we all get bomb threats. We get prank calls. You gotta call the police. It's standard procedure, but these things are almost always hoaxes.
See, now, we'd have felt a lot better if you said they were always hoaxes.
What are always hoaxes?
Bomb threats, lass.
Actually, they're almost always hoaxes.
Consistently a ray of hope.
That bombing last month in Dayton, that one was real all right.
What bombing?
Someone blew up Channel 73, right in the middle of the John Davidson show. It was awful. Later, a group calling itself Black Monday called and claimed credit for it.
Who?
Black Monday. Now, get out.
Suits me.
Time for the news with Les Nessman.
Yes, sir, it's Black Monday. Supposed to go off at 3:30.
Jennifer, we'll be at lunch.
Mr. Carlson, this is Officer Mardigan.
Oh, fine. What can we do for you?
Leave the building.
Fine.
Yeah, this will be a full building search. What's that? Oh, you have a nice day too, sir.
I suppose I should get Mr. Travis for you.
Now, wait. Now, come on. Now, listen, we have a responsibility here to our listeners.
Right. If I die, who's going to teach the children about Bo Diddley?
Andy, this is
Bomb squad.
Yeah. Well, not the whole squad. I just look for them. The fire department guys dismantle them.
Well, great. Would you please tell these guys not to panic?
Don't panic. And leave the building.
There, you see? Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. This is almost always a joke, right, sir?
Oh, no. Not since the John Davidson incident.
Okay. You guys are going to have to broadcast from the transmitter. Now, do you know where it is?
Tall thing with red lights on the top out in the country. We'll find it.
Can we talk about this outside?
All right. One of you should take some albums, though, and I'll put on a tape until you get down there.
Well, what?
Well, go back in there and get the albums.
Need I remind you that the police are going to search every inch of this station, including your desk drawer?
I'll get those albums.
Excuse me, what's back there?
Studios. Don't you have dogs for this?
We did.
Oh, come on, hurry up, Les.
Andy, this is a hoax, isn't it?
I'm sure it is, Jennifer.
Arthur, you're a scoundrel.
Yeah, some people can tell them, some can't.
And you can.
Here's some other pictures of the baby. Now, this one, she got her first tooth.
Oh, she's adorable. She must really keep Carmen on her toes.
Yeah, I guess so. She usually asleep when I get home.
And the baby?
Carmen.
I don't blame her. How's little Arthur?
Oh, she's great. 15, wants to join the PLO. Well,
Do you have the time?
for what?
What time is it?
It's 1:30. Oh, 1:30. My goodness, I'm going to have to get back to the station. I got stacks and stacks of work piling up on my desk.
Arthur, remember, I am one of 2 people who knows what a crock that is.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Unfortunately, I have an appointment. I never did get down to business.
down to bit.
Well, I should have brought it up sooner, but believe it or not, I was kind of shy.
You were.
How about this afternoon?
Beg your pardon?
Or you could come to my hotel room at the St. Mark.
Couldn't we just talk on the phone?
Oh, no, we could not talk on the phone. This is a hot proposition.
Well, I don't think that what I think is I should get back to the station and find out what those police are doing.
Oh, Arthur, I'm leaving for Cleveland this evening.
Oh, gosh, bad luck. Have a good flight.
Why don't I call you when I get back to my hotel room? I'll be there all afternoon.
Goodbye, Joyce. Thanks for everything.
This is the doctor bringing you an afternoon of commercial-free music.
Feedback, John.
Can you fix it for me, man? Commercial-free music is something that I'm sure our sales manager is not enjoying half as much as we are. And Venus Flight, fascinating rhythms. Venus Flytrap will be with us a little early today with all the music that one man can carry. Speaking of music, here's the tune called Talk to You Later. What I'll do.
Boy, this place got some real history to it.
Ample evidence of a once proud civilization.
Andy said this used to be the original WKRP studio.
Yeah, looks like the original WKRP dirt.
Yeah, I think you're right. This place is a dump. What's Andy gonna call? Oh, boy. Maybe they've blown up the building. No. See, the signal's still coming across the air. It goes through a doohickey back at the station.
I'm in awe of your technical expertise.
I just hope that phone's not out of order.
So do I. I've got to get a call through to Wing.
Why?
Oh, Venus, my man, look at this. Did you ever see such a name on a horse?
Terminal disease?
No, the one under that.
Oh, Fever's Break. Wow. You know hunchbacks are really dumb, John.
Hunchbacks? The gods are screaming in my ears.
I still think they're really dumb.
Okay. Wing!
Give me 25 on the nose.
Sure. Wing? Big John here. Listen, in the third... Wing? I don't believe it.
What?
He put me on hold. What kind of a bookie puts people on hold?
The kind that runs a busy Chinese restaurant.
This is no excuse. I mean, there are priorities, you know.
Yeah. When's post time?
3 o'clock.
Well, you got 3 minutes and your record's running out.
Oh, no. Doctor here. Bye-bye. Here's Venus.
Thanks, John.
Wing.
We got a special early evening here with nothing but wall-to-wall music. Now featuring the magnificence of the late Bob Marley.
Wing.
He hung up. Andy, this is the biggest news story we've ever had, and we're sitting on it.
Oh, it was only a threat, Les. There was no bomb.
Maybe. You know, Andy, this could get me on Al Shuttlecutty's 6 o'clock evening news.
Oh, yeah, he's good, Les.
Or maybe even, dare I say it, the evening news with Dan Rather.
When are we supposed to make up all the commercials this little prank has cost us?
Well, Herbert, just about any time. We can run make goods till the cows come home. I shouldn't have to remind you that most of our sponsors canceled this year.
Not my fault.
Herb, all I'm trying to say is maybe no commercials is a good idea. Helps build ratings.
And what about the news, Andy? Why can't I go out to the transmitter, too?
Well, Lester, by the time you got out there, Johnny and Venus will be back here.
The news must go on.
And it will, Les. Just get ready for your regular 4 o'clock cast. Busy.
Oh, there you are. You know, I had to wait outside to get in this building.
Oh, that's because the police were looking for a bomb.
Oh, did they find one?
They covered every inch of the building. It was a hoax.
Ah, well, you carry on. I'm gonna go call my wife.
Well, there goes a man without a care in the world. Still busy.
Still busy.
Come on, man. I'm trying to do a show here. I'm sorry, man. Hey, if you don't get through, don't worry about it. It's not the end of the world. It's just a long shot.
I live from one long shot to the next, man. This is different. He can't lose.
You better hope he does. It's 3 o'clock.
Oh, no.
It's a beautiful day here in
Please, God.
Latonia for the running.
Anything you want. My album collection, my band,
Fine
his
array of
clothes.
birds starting up now as we wait to see. And they're off. And it's Charter's Choice moving to the front. Doris's Chili coming up fast on the outside.
See,
Dead
no
Delight
rules. Everything's
up
gonna be
close to
fine.
third,
No,
followed
he
by
isn't. You
Harbor
still don't
Lights,
understand,
Gentleman
do you?
Joe, Mellow Friend, Autumn Night, and trailing the field, it's Fever's Break.
See?
Nothing. I just called to say hello and to tell you that I love you. You do? Thanks. Listen, Carmen, I got a great idea. Yeah, I thought I'd slip out of here early, come by, pick you up, we'd go out, have a little dinner, and then maybe take in an early movie, huh? Oh. Yeah, well, I understand. It's, it's just that we haven't seen very much of each other lately. No, my feelings aren't hurt. I mean, I know about babies. Are Lenny, your feelings hurt? Yeah, okay. Oh, no, I'm not going out without you. No, What? Well, just because, that's why. Come on now, don't insist. Huh? Well, listen, well, really? Well, yeah, maybe. Sure, yeah, I'll just, stop by have a drink at the club. Yeah, okay, sweetheart. Yeah, bye, and I love you too.
Fever's Break, the 80-to-1 long shot in this race, and a stunning come-from-behind victory, pays off at mutuals of $166.46 to win, $72 to place, and $34.60 to show.
Well, what the hell, huh? Easy come, easy go, John.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world, man.
No.
Besides, we got a job to do here, mister.
You're right there, sir.
Well, give me the toolbox. Sure. I think it's still locked. That's okay.
I bet they're doing this on purpose. Bet they got the phone off the hook just to frustrate me. I can see them looking at each other and laughing at the thought of me going crazy. Well, it won't work!
Race under pressure?
Travis, you know that budget meeting you've been wanting to have with me?
Yes, sir, for some weeks now.
Well, you're in luck, Travis. Tonight's the night. I could go late.
I don't think so, sir.
No.
For one thing, he's going to help me reschedule all these spots.
I see. Oh, Les, maybe we could discuss why you can't have that helicopter. You always like to do that.
Well, not now, Mr. Carlson. I'm sitting on the biggest news story of my career.
Oh, okay.
Maybe Herb would enjoy socializing with you.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just go on home. Maybe catch the Dukes of Hazzard.
I would like to discuss why we do not have any female DJs.
Yeah, I guess what I'm going to do is just go right on home.
Well, nuts. Mr. Carlson, Joyce Armour is on line 2 for you.
Oh, really? Well, maybe I'll take that in my office. I kind of need the exercise.
Andy, have you noticed?
Oh, excuse me, Jennifer. But I need to get some sound for my 4 o'clock news report. I'm about to spring into action.
Of course you are.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hi, this is Les Nessman. We're speaking with Andrew Travis, program director of the station that received the bomb threat this morning. Tell me, Mr. Travis, where were you when you got the note?
Oh, come on, Les.
Pretend you don't know me.
All right. I was in my office, Mr.
Nessman.
Right. And I might add that I think you're making more of this than it deserves. It's merely a hoax. That's what I suspected in the beginning, and that has turned out to be the case here. Mr. Nessman, is it?
Yes. And so you weren't alarmed, even though the note was signed Black Monday?
Yes, that's right, Wes.
You don't know me. You have heard of me. And so you weren't concerned, even though Black Monday was in the news last month, for blowing up a television transmitter in this reporter's hometown of Dayton.
Yeah. You see, most successful radio stations get this sort of thing all the time. Transmitter?
Yes.
Oh, good Lord, that's it. It's at the transmitter last.
There you have it, Dan. Back to you in New York.
Hey, big guy. Travis wants to cancel. Is that old Spice?
What do you want, Herb?
It's just a situation report, that's all. No commercials, no money, no station, no job.
No time.
You could have had class, Venus. Could have been a contender. Could have been somebody. Instead of a bum, which is what I am.
Things could be worse, man. You could be sitting back at the station on top of a bomb.
Yeah.
WKRP in Cincinnati will be back after this.
The police still have 20 minutes to get out there.
Oh, well, that's great. What time did you call them?
You know, I could change into something even more comfortable.
I don't know nothing about fixing no phones.
I got some visual aids in the other room.
Oh, no.
How can we announce we're off the air when we are off the air?
Daylight come and me one throw up.